you have the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's the former Seminole. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
The 20, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Nix. And right away, he lost the football. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention awfully difficult.
Next to the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Nix. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another Broncos first down.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, here's Nix. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Farrell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Broncos' 1-yard line.
Attack!
And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. From a yard out. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
Broncos nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Nix. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
15 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Throwing Nix. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, my son! Hey, kill! Hey! Hey, what's up? Captain.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Now a run here off the arc. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, What's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they put it to good use.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
The gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. These two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Mahomes going to change things up. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Now Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Hey, 57, 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it. And now off to the races, down the right side. He may go. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 73 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. Now to bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mahomes going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It's a gain of 35.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead. and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Nix from the shotgun. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught. Royals with it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Nix to the air. He'll air this one out from Mims. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Back to the air with Nix. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6.
They'll look to throw here. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball down.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Here is third and quite a ways. To throw, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Marvin Mims, 84 yards. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now here's Mahomes. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Harvey. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Nix. They'll set up the screen to DeMercado. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Amari DeMercado, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 50.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 13.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set
Now
up
receiver in motion left. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Gets past 1 man. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Throwing Nix. And this one complete again to Mims.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
To throw is Nix.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Nix to throw again.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Nix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st down, Combs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Brought down at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Combs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22 when he needed plenty more. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. How about this? They'll change it at the line. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.